the agenda?
Yes.
Any amendments? Come on in. I would like to make 2 amendments to remove, under unfinished business, B, council reports, and E, building hall agreement.
Okay, I move that we approve the agenda with the following amendments, removing item B, council reports, and item E, building hall agreements.
Wait a second.
Are there other amendments? Councilwoman Wade? Did you say wait a second?
Second
Yes.
was it? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you say second?
Yes.
I'm sorry, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, approval of meeting minutes. Everyone should have received the October 14th work session, October 15th town meeting, and November 19th town meeting minutes. Did everybody have an opportunity to review those?
Yes.
All right, I'll accept the motion to approve those meeting minutes.
All right, I do move that we approve the meeting minutes for October the 14th work session and October the 15th town meeting, and also November the 19th town meeting.
Second waiters.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Under presentation, we'll be swearing in our new addition to our police department, Lieutenant Wayne Harris, Chief, and Lieutenant Harris, please step up. Are we positioned correctly so everybody on TV can see us? There we go.
That'll work.
All right.
All right, you go ahead and raise your right hand.
Raise
And
your right hand, okay, cool.
repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Wayne Harris,
Do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and that I will
and that I will
be faithful
be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of
to
Maryland
the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof.
and laws thereof,
And that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the position of
execute the position of
lieutenant
lieutenant
for the town of Fairmount Heights,
for the town of Fairmount Heights,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this town and state.
and laws of this town and state.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We all snap one picture.
All right. Hold that. And get in the middle.
Is your phone
Right here. You stand right here.
My brain might be doing that. Can you get in the middle?
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Welcome aboard. All right. Again, welcome aboard. We hope that you do great things with it.
Yes, ma'am.
Reports, Police Department, Chief.
Good evening, everybody. Mayor, council members, I have your monthly public safety report for November 1st through November 30th, 2025. I'm gonna start off with your holiday tips, safety tips from FHPD. So, the police department advised locking your cars, hiding gifts in your trunk, staying alert in well-lit areas while shopping, using timers for lights when away, asking neighbors to watch your home, securing packages, being wary of scams, and always driving sober to ensure a safe holiday season. We remind residents not to leave cars idling. I can't stress that enough. Do not leave your cars idling. And to report any suspicious activity. With officers patrolling to keep the community safe for everyone. Your shopping safety, lock your cars. Just reiterating, lock those doors, windows, and even for your short trips, even to the gas station. You're gonna hide your valuables. Put your gifts and bags in the trunk or out of sight before arriving at your destinations. Stay aware. You park in those well-lit areas. Keep your phones and wallets secure, and be wary of crowded places to prevent any pickpocketing. When you're, around people, we got professional pickpocketers out there. You get into a crowd of people, somebody bump up against you, the next one's pulling something out of your pocket. So just be cautious of that. Be cautious with your online deals. Use trusted sites. Avoid public Wi-Fi's. I cannot stress that to you enough. Avoid public Wi-Fi's for purchases, and make sure that you watch for scams. In relation to your home security, what we ask is that, you utilize timers for lights and radios to make it seem like somebody's home. Ask for help. Have a trusted neighbor collect your mail, newspapers. Don't let stuff pile up at your house to make it look as if you're not there. Hide your gifts. A lot of people like to put their Christmas trees and light them up and all the decorations and everything, open up curtains and stuff, but you don't want your gifts to be present from the street, so somebody can just walk by the window and look in. Secure your packages, use doorbell cameras or delivery instructions to Amazon, UPS, whatever you're doing, and try to keep these items out of sight. Your travel safety, if you are traveling this holiday season, don't leave your cars running. Saying that to you again, thieves can easily take them. Even if you have the key fob to your car, they can still take your car and get away. All right, designate a driver. Never drink and drive. Use a sober driver or some type of ride share service. Be smart on social media. Don't post your plans on social media. We're going to the Virgin Islands, we're going here, we're going there, letting people know that you're not gonna be home. You're just inviting trouble. Report suspicious activity. Call the police if you see something unusual while you're out shopping or you're at home or you're anywhere. You're not bothering us. That's what we get paid for, so make that call. I will not read all of these incidents, but as Ms. Russell scrolls through, you can see the type of calls that we've had this month, with a total of 96 calls for service. Out of those 96 calls for service that we received this month, 88 of those calls were responded to by Fairmount Heights Police Department. And Mayor, Council, that is going to conclude my public safety report for the month of November. Anyone have any questions?
I have a couple. So I have remote start on my car.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you still do that?
The remote starts, that system, from what I'm told, and Lieutenant Harris, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that you're safe with the remote start because it has that automatic shut off where you're not in the car. If you get in there without the key and you press on the gas to put it in drive, that they won't be able to do that. But most people don't have remote starts on their cars. So if you go out there and start the car, roll the windows up, lock the doors or whatever, the car can still be operated. And all it takes is a window punch, a Slim Jim, or some type of locking device to actually open up your car, get in, and drive. You'll still get the message on the screen that says, key is not there with you, key not detected, right? But you can still operate that car, get it to another location, and it's real easy to get a new key program for your car. So, and just to be transparent, yes, you can be cited for leaving your car running in the state of Maryland. All right, and we're not trying to issue any citizens any citations for that, but it is a pretty hefty fine if you you leave your car running and so if we ride by.
Okay, and what's the best time to get gas?
Best time to get gas, I'm not a scientist or anything, but what I'm told is in the evening. All right, you don't want to do it like high temperatures and stuff like that during the daytime. You want to fuel up for cost and fuel efficiency and getting your every drop of your gas. You want to do it in the evening or first thing early in the morning. Now, with safety in there, You don't want to be getting gas if you're a female driving at night. You're just gonna have to suck it up and get your gas during the day when a well-lit area, things of that nature. But for fuel efficiency and getting your money's worth, you fill up evenings, early in the morning. But for safety reasons, you're by yourself, you're not with a bunch of people, or you don't have that, sense of security, just go ahead and get your gas during the daytime.
And my last question.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I've been seeing this all over social media. People will get out, leave their doors unlocked, pump gas, and somebody will come in on the other side of the car.
So there's distractions. You're getting gas. Mayor pulls up to the gas station. She's right there. She's thinking like nobody's crazy enough to just come up here, open up one of my doors, and take my purse.
Yes,
So-
it's been done.
I'm sorry. Did somebody have a question online?
No, that's,
Oh.
Those are capers, I need her.
Oh, okay. So, you pull up to the gas station and you're thinking, I'm right here. I'm right by the pump. I can see everything that's going on. But then you get that distraction where someone walks up or someone distracts, or maybe a fake argument starts over at the other pump or whatever. So what does that do? That draws your attention over there. While your attention is drawn, someone comes from the dumpster, the back of the gas station, cracks your car door open, takes your purse, closes your door slightly, you don't hear it. Next thing you know, you get back in the car, where is my purse? And that's usually how it happens. So what we recommend is, if you are pumping gas and you are by yourself or whatever, you grab that purse, sling it, put it on you, get out the car with your purse. Put that thing over you, crossbody strap or something or whatever, pump your gas, and be real vigilant while you're doing it. I see you, and I see you. You're done, do your business, and you'll be good to go.
okay, thank you, Chief. Did
You're welcome.
anybody on the council have any questions?
I did. On the report, it showed 3 vehicle thefts. Does that mean that someone stole vehicles out of the town, or could it also mean that they found a stolen vehicle here from somewhere else that was
So
stolen?
you'll see, let me see, I'm looking for that particular, you said vehicle thefts, which, are you on page?
It was 3. The total was 3, and then it said
Hang
theft.
on 1 second. Three.
I might have made it up.
Stolen vehicle, yeah, okay.
I did,
yeah.
okay, there we
So
go.
yeah, we had 3 reports of a stolen vehicle. One of those happened to be a repossession. So
Okay.
we get the
Okay.
call, tow truck. I mean, you don't pay your car note, somebody's gonna take it. Of course, you call it in, but further investigation revealed that it was impounded, teletype, and one of those vehicles. So it was actually 2 actual
Gotcha.
vehicle thefts, but one of those happened to be a repossession.
Okay.
And if you do see on the report itself where it says theft from auto, that's exactly what we just talked about. Items being taken from a car or something being taken off of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay?
Any other questions for the chief? Thank you, Chief.
Well,
Did you want us to ask the chief question now? Or you want to wait?
You have to wait, Mayor.
It's fine.
Code enforcement, Mr. Pinckney, always dapper.
Good evening to Mayor, council, staff, and the residents of the town of Fairmount Heights. This is my code enforcement report for December the 17th. Our offices issued seven civil citations totaling $12,750. We've issued 3 building permits totaling $946.75. We've issued 3 business licenses totaling $1,830. And we renewed 2 rental licenses totaling $200. We received 1 vacant building registration fee totaling $200. For this period, we have not received any vacant lot registration fees. For stop work orders on the corner of Addison and Sheriff Road, they're in the process of developing a property right there. The address is 5400 Addison Road. When I stopped the contractor and everything, it looked like they're gonna put the address on Sheriff Road. They poured the foundation, and I put a stop work order on it. For this period, I've issued 9 door hangers and corrective notice of action for various code violations. And on December the 4th, 2025, the town manager and I met with members of the Prince George's County Civil Rights Movement to tour the town, Fairmount Heights, and they will come up with some projects in the near future. And for this period, we received $12,750 in we've issued $12,750 in citations, and we've collected for building permits, business licenses, and rental licenses, $2,976.75.
Are there any questions?
Any questions?
Mr. Pinkney? Code enforcement? No. Thank you, Mr. Pinkney, for your report. Public Works, Mr. Prater?
Good evening, everyone. This is a public works report for the month of November going to December. The following locations on the screen.
Go ahead.
All right, we have 36 locations that were repaired by the concrete vendor.
33 locations.
36 locations
For what?
for the concrete repair and gutter repair.
Sidewalk.
Sidewalk, curb, gutter, 36 of them. He's finished all except 2 locations that he laid concrete on today. They'll come back around and brush and put up the frames, and we'll go into the second phase in January. Okay, public works staff and the concrete vendor will jointly identify additional sidewalk damage and mark locations for repair in the second phase. I have several residents that contacted me regarding damaged sidewalks and trip hazards near their homes, in front of their homes. These locations have been noted and they'll be added to phase 2. Public Works will start grinding the smaller trip hazards in the town, or the sidewalks. The small trip hazards, we're gonna grind those down ourselves instead of the concrete vendor. Okay, leaf removal was postponed, my God, due to the inclement weather. We'll start back leaf removal in between next week and the following week. Then we'll put the salt shredder up for storage, and that'll be it as far as collecting leaves. December 14th, which was Sunday, snow removal operations were successful during Sunday's snowfall. Public Works continues to patrol every morning to treat ice patches due to below freezing temperatures. The community reminder, I'm asking like the elders in the town to, while we had these freezing days, put salt down. If you have a problem putting the salt down, you can notify the town and we'll come and assist. Put salt down and brine on your steps so we can avoid falling and tripping for the elders. And that's about it.
Any questions from Mr. Prater, Public Works? Councilman Waiters?
2, one is about bulk trash, and I guess it's relative to tree removal. Is it special tree removal, or is that normal removal for after Christmas?
For
After the
ice,
holidays?
boat
Upcoming
trash.
holiday, bulk
After
trash.
Christmas. Last year, we came around, there was a lot of trees they put out. We just collected it. Yeah, we did do a bulk day. And after New Year's.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say whatever that trash day is after New Year's, that Tuesday and Friday, they can start sitting their stuff out and we'll come around and collect it.
What stuff?
The trees,
Trees,
Oh, okay, we talk about, okay.
yeah, trees, boxes,
Yeah.
yeah, all of that.
Okay. I didn't know we had that day.
No, I was asking because usually after Christmas, people
There's a
start
lot of
whatever the
trash.
week or 2 that they start getting rid of either artificial and or real trees, mostly real trees.
Oh, we talking about Christmas
Yeah,
trees. I
Christmas
thought we was talking
trees.
about tree branches. Okay, I'm sorry. I was having a moment. Excuse me.
Boxes will be picked up by the
By,
recycling.
the recycle, yeah.
Right.
They'll pick up the cardboard
Right.
boxes, but we'll
Right.
get the trees and whatever other waste.
Is
they
that
put
regular
out.
trash though, or we gonna do it like a special day?
We're gonna do it on regular trash.
Okay.
That week after, New Year's, that Tuesday and Friday, we hope to have the whole town cleaned up with all of that.
Okay.
So what about the people who don't put their trees out right then? We'll still pick them up?
We'll still pick them up,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
We do that with yard waste, right? We take it to the yard waste.
Yeah, that goes to, Upper Marlboro, yard waste.
Are there any questions? Okay, thank you, Mr. Craig. Mr. Rubin, town manager?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, Mayor, Council, citizens, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Okay, I'm going to quickly go through my report, because I've sent it out, so I hope you had a chance to review it. The rewrite of the town Fairmount Heights Code of Ordinance is very important. Mr. Pinckney, Ms. Walker, and I, we had a kickoff meeting with Dr. Charles David Crumpton of University of Maryland. We also introduced Ms. Russell to the meeting, our town clerk. And also, via email, I introduced him to Attorney DeLoach. Attorney DeLoach met with Mr. Pinckney and I to say that for the most part, our current code of ordinance is outdated, and it was last updated in 1988, so you know that it's a long time ago. So we're working on that. And this, our next meeting is, or was, on December 15th at 2:30. Economic and community development, the Green Team, we did not meet in November. However, I will probably be meeting tomorrow evening after our Christmas party because we have some exciting projects and funding coming our way. So I'll probably have a brief meeting with the Green Team. The Green Team was established by ordinance, so therefore we are required to keep minutes and report back to the Mayor and Council. The Net Zero Housing Update, and during this month of November, and there have been a few changes since then. The Pocket Park mural, the Arts and Humanities Commission issued a RFQ for local artists. We selected our local artist, Cedar Love, who's a local artist. She was selected. HIP will begin screening and selecting potential purchasers during the month of November.
Hold on, Mr. Roman, let's pull up the picture of the rendition.
Oh, okay. Can you pull that up? Okay, good, very good.
That is the rendition of what will be on the mural. Anybody look familiar on there?
Mine is her favorite.
Anybody look familiar?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can anybody identify that young lady?
Oh, Miss Teresa Graves.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Believe it.
Isn't it wonderful?
You
Yeah.
gotta believe it. I think that is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
And when will they start the project? I mean, start actually doing the painting?
The painting, once we get the feedback, I think you sent your feedback and said that you had no comments. I think I sent it all to the mayor and council. I didn't get any feedback. However, I do have a feedback, sort of border on legal. Since we have Ms. Graves' picture up there, we definitely have to get her permission. Legally, we have to get her permission for her
Okay,
to
so
put
please
that in.
make sure we do that before.
Oh, I am. I'm working with them now. As a matter of fact, Mrs. Cohen was supposed to be here tonight. So we're gonna do that. Get a legal, get permission to use that. And I just would like to see some more historic elements added, like the building. We got the architect. Well, where's the building that he designed? That kind of thing. So I'll send my comments over to them for that. But other than that, in terms of the design, the color, all of it is actually very good. It is very, very good. So hopefully, we were hoping to have that up and going the end of this month. But I think we're going to have to delay it a bit while we're waiting on the feedback, but I will keep everybody updated. Certainly you, Mayor, in the event that we need you there for when we have our ceremony. And always thank everybody for their feedback. So as I started saying that during the month of November, on the 1st, there was they had an open house. Then they had again on the 6th an open house. I'm talking the net zero housing units. If you haven't had a chance, there people who are online, please go by and take a look. The net zero housing units look great. The work that they have done to include the pocket park really is phenomenal. And so 2 units are under contract. The remaining units are listed for sale on the open real estate market. Also, I think by now you all know, I don't know what citizens, but council know that the ribbon cutting ceremony that was scheduled for December 19th has been canceled. So the ribbon cutting ceremony is rescheduled for January 15th, 2026. If there are any other changes, I'll let you know. And especially, Mayor, I'll try to keep you updated in terms of some key talking points for this.
Oh, I do have to talk.
Yes, probably have a few words. The Prince George's County Climate Student Academy, of course, I'm not gonna go through the details that I was selected as a member for the Prince George's County. Our 4th class was in-person meeting at the Bladensburg Waterfront Park. The 5th meeting will be a Zoom meeting. We had that on the 18th. And I selected as my project, turning food waste, leaves, and yard waste into compost. I want to thank Mr. Eggleston. I hope you're online. Mr. Eggleston jumped right in. He's a Prince George. He is a town chef for Fairmount Heights. I know chefs have a lot of natural waste to get rid of, so he started bagging his compost. I wasn't supposed to pick it up, but it was too cold. But I will pick it up from him. And by the next time we have a meeting, I can show you examples how food waste, yard waste together can make great compost. And also the Sustainable Maryland will fund a $5,000 stipend for a Bowie University graduate student. Mr. Humminghaig and I recommended, and if you have any other ideas, let me know. I recommend that the student could develop an environmental resource inventory. He could recommend policies, recommend new ordinances, and plan and help us to plan for public engagement strategies. And that's important because about 33% of our town population is Hispanic, and we certainly want to encourage them to participate in all that we do. The launching date for the stipend is January 26, 2026 to December 30th, 2026. Mr. Humminghaig, he was supposed to have it to me by this meeting, but he didn't. He's going to send the MOU for review by our town attorney for legal sufficiency before submitting it to the mayor and council. Also, I want to talk about the plan for the Good R store. The Good R store, of course, if you're online, it's a wonderful idea. It's a chain of nonprofit stores to serve underserved communities. Mr. Pinckney and I visited several possible locations with Mrs. Alexis Cohen, who's the special project manager for the Office of the County Council member, Sheila Adams Stafford, and she was going to try to be here tonight. We narrowed it down to 553 Addison Road. The building was once used as a barber shop and is now vacant. The county, through the Department of Parks and Recreation, has allotted $50,000 for our community project, and the funds can be used to cover the cost for rent of the 1,500 square foot building. So
I did
that's
speak to Shayla at the Christmas party, and she said the funds have been approved to be utilized for.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Always out there networking for us. Okay. The Chesapeake Bay Trust Award. Thank you, Ms. Walker, for letting me know that we received $27,000. Total grant was $30,000 for the Chesapeake Bay Trust, and Mr. Mr. Criddle, I did talk to Mr. Criddle yesterday, if he could give me any receipts for the for the remaining amount of that grant. And so we're gonna look to see, because we can use that to buy tools and other supplies that we're gonna need, for our green team. Also, the last thing I want to mention is that Mr. Pinckney mentioned in his report that the Prince George's County Human Rights Commission toured Fairmount Heights on Thursday, December 4th. The Prince George's County Human Rights Commission they toured the Fairmount Heights African, many of you don't pay attention that we have the Fairmount Heights African American Historic Trail. And Ms. Ross, I'll get with you to make sure, did we have that on our website yet? Or we just had a whole new spot for that?
They asked me to create the interactive map to go along with the walking tour,
Okay.
which I'm still doing.
Okay,
I gave them an ETA of like next Tuesday to be done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again for your help with my lack of skills with technology. Thank you very much. The purpose of the tour is to connect the town staff with the Anacostia Heritage Society. The Anacostia Trail Heritage manages the state heritage tourism. So we want tours, we want people to come in. And so all of this work is done in preparation for the African American Month that's coming up in February. So we didn't want to wait till the last minute. So we've been having tours, we've been looking at what it is that how we can connect the town, how we can connect people like Mrs. Graves, who's done so much and contributed to the history of the town. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Bunny. Are there any questions for the town manager? Thank you for your report. Next up is, Ms. Walker, treasurer.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, citizens, and colleagues. I'm reporting as of the end of November. All right, so just a brief summary. Our total income received for general revenue, which includes income from property taxes, building permits, operating properties, which those are taxes from our businesses in town, as well as business licenses and vacant property and dwelling registrations. We have received $488,318.97. Our intergovernment transfers, that's money that we receive from outside agencies, $68,807.13. Other revenue, that's revenue that we receive from bulk trash, building hall rentals, citations, so violations that Mr. Pinckney mentioned, the violations that he had submitted, I think it was $12,000. And so those violations really, they go in as liens against property owners, against properties. And so we receive those funds from the county once those funds are paid. And we've received $30,005.78 in our police department, $7,571.20, and that revenue has come in from the stop sign camera program. That revenue is deposited into our account directly, and so we do have another check that will be deposited. And I've been working with the police, with Chief Washington as far as other revenue from the police department. And so we are working together to make sure that we're continuing to do the things that the police department needs to do in other areas to support the department. And so our total revenue as of the end of November is $594,703.08. Next, our expenses, and it's broken up by our departments. So administration, which basically covers my department, Mr. Rumi's department, as well as town clerk, $81,290.07. And that doesn't just cover us, it covers our professional fees, so our fees for our attorney, our fees for our payroll company. It also covers a portion of our insurance, because our insurance is broken up into 3 departments. So you have the administrative department, you also have a small portion, which is for elected officials, and we also have the police department. So though we have spent that amount of money, but not for just our salaries. There's not election, we haven't had elections so far, so nothing's spent in elections. Legislative, that's the mayor and council. I will say that the mayor and council will give their own report on the things that they have done, so that, which you said, 14,000 includes their monthly stipends, and then also their travel expenses. Their travel expenses also includes travel expenses for staff. So if staff goes to MML, it's reflected in that department. So that 14,000 is not just their stipends. Public safety, that's our police department. So obviously we have our salaries in that department, the 71,000, and we also have, coupled with that, we do have our code enforcement. We have a staff person in our police department, and we also have the expenses to run the department. So the fuel for the vehicles, the uniforms, the training, weapons, background investigations, professional development, all of that is part of our public safety that you see $71,784. And then last but certainly not least, our public works department. Right now, one of our busiest departments in the town. And so that includes the wages for our public works department. It also includes their equipment and the maintenance. So under their department is where we capture our our trash disposal. We also have our street lights under there, and we also have our vehicle, our loans. So that $124,000 is not just for their salaries, but it's other things within that department. And so while I'm on Public Works, I do want to just add a couple things to what Mr. Cradle has shared. As he shared, phase 1 of the sidewalk repairs, we're almost finished with phase 1. The vendor does have several locations that they will have to go back and address because there are some repairs that need to be done to some of those locations. Phase 2, we were hoping to get everything done before the winter set in. I know Mr. Cradle said that we're gonna start in January, and that is what we would hope to do if we have warm days. If we do not have warm days, phase 2 is gonna start once the temperature stays above freezing for at least 10 days, then that's when they say you can begin to lay concrete. So it may be towards the spring. What we're asking for citizens to do as we survey the areas, and we recognize that we're gonna have more areas that come up during the winter because when you have winter, you have damage. So we're asking the citizens, as you see areas, not just in front of your house, but in other locations, please note those areas. Please send an email to clerk@fairmountheightsmd.gov, but also send it to publicworks@fairmountheightsmd.gov. Ms. Russell, if you can put that in the chat, some people I know I said it kind of fast, but if you can send your emails to clerk and to Public Works, we'll add that to our list to make sure that we then go out and take a look at the areas. As Mr. Cradle said, we're trying to save some money, so some of the areas versus having the outside vendor to repair them, our Public Works Department is being trained on repairs. So they will be doing some of the sidewalk repairs as well as some of the road repairs. I can say our vendor has been very gracious to us because our vendor is actually training our Public Works Department at no cost to us. So that is something that has been a blessing to us, and then we do have other resources throughout the county to assist with training our Public Works Department. Phase 2 of our speed humps, please do not feel we have forgotten those. We have not forgotten about them, but this summer, our Public Works spent a lot of time with the alleys. And so we had to push the speed humps back, but trust and believe, that is first and foremost on our radar. We would like to get those done within this fiscal year, so as soon as, again, once the weather permits, we know what the locations are. Chief Washington, I do need to get back with you just to confirm that the locations are the same locations in case you have any changes. If not, we're gonna move forward with the locations that we already have. Mayor and Council, I did not present this at the pre-work session. Honestly, I forgot about it, but just a reminder, the pickup truck for Public Works, we have been getting buyer's quotes because we do need another pickup truck for Public Works. We do have one vehicle that we're still paying a loan on, and as you can see, that is reflected on this report. We have a balance of $23,758 that will be paid off in 2028. So our other 2 vehicles are paid for. Our police department, all of those vehicles we were able to pay for with cash. So we do need to get one more vehicle. It's around the same amount of money, about $44,000. If we can get something cheaper, we definitely will. This one will be used. It will not be old, but it will not be new. Until we are able to get a vehicle for Mr. Cradle, I do want to hold off on wrapping the vehicle that he has. We need to wrap both of our remaining SUVs. But I do want to hold off on wrapping his until we can get the pickup truck, because otherwise he would be using his personal vehicle. And we have asked all staff to not use your personal vehicles for your everyday town use. Now, obviously, if I go do something, I'm gonna use my personal vehicle. Ms. She goes to a meeting, she's gonna use a personal vehicle, but not when you're doing work. If you're out patrolling, you should not be in your personal vehicle. Mr. Payne should not be servicing the town in his personal vehicle, nor should Mr. Cradle, because we're not gonna be responsible for damage to your vehicle. We prefer that you not put that wear and tear on your vehicle. So, Mayor and Council, I will come before you with at least 3 quotes for vehicles. And hopefully we can get this financed as quickly as possible so we can get Public Works out of the police department vehicles. And, the last thing would be in January. That's when we're gonna start our budget preparations. We'll be 6 months into the year. So I'm asking, as I only want one thing, and I want the program descriptions. I know Ms. Waiters already has, I think, hers pretty much done. I know that we've been doing a lot of work with the food program, and I know Ms. St. John has talked about our youth. So if we can put our programs, we can get those, the whole descriptions written up, it would be nice to move into that direction in 2027. So that we have, our events are locked solid. We have our events down. We just need to now turn those into our programs so that we can then match that with the funding that's out there, because there is funding out there for our programs. We need to match that funding to the programs once those programs are written. And that's it.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions for our treasurer? Thank you, Ms. Walker.
Thank you.
All right, moving down the agenda, we're going under mayor and council reports. Madam Clerk, can you pull my report up, please? First, I want to thank Council Vice Chair St. John for filling in for me for the month of November. I was out of the country in Madrid. I had a really good time, but I'm back in one piece. So a lot has been going on. So my report will be from October to December. And I'm gonna paraphrase, but if you could scroll down to the pictures, on October 18th, myself, Mayor Martin,
Look at that.
former Mayor Martin, former Mayor Waiters, and I attended the Fairmount Heights High School 75th anniversary. It was an amazing time. It was so nice to see all the various years there. But my generations from like, what was it, 1940?
It starts with like 2000, that they're lacking.
Yeah, but like when was the school, 1945?
When
Oh.
they started to, go ahead, Mayor Martin.
No, Fairmount Heights High School,
Mhm.
1950.
1950 was the first class.
Yeah.
We had people from 1950 in there,
Wow.
all the way up until 2024, right? It was,
Class of 80. It was a lot of-
oh, well, you should have came. It was an event. The people I'm in the picture to the left is some of my classmates, and then that commemorative coin that they gave everybody as a gift, very nice coin. All right, keep scrolling, Madam Clerk. Of course, every month I attend the Black Mayors and PGCMA meetings. October 31st was Halloween. We did a trunk or treat. Thank you again, Vice Chair and Councilwoman Waiters, for your support, and some of my staff was there. As you can see that picture on the left, that trunk there was created by our own clerk, Miss Russell. So I know who's decorating my trunk next year. So I'm putting my bid in now. Keep going, Madam Clerk. November 22nd, I'm skipping ahead. The town of Fairmount Heights and the Fairmount Heights Masonic Lodge, number 92, and the Sheriff Road Church, we partnered together to provide 50 Thanksgiving Day baskets for our community. This project was a huge undertaking, and everyone tackled every part of this with patience and excellence. From sourcing, purchasing, assembling, printing labels, contacting the residents, everything was done with just in the holiday spirit. So I want to thank my staff, my council members, and the community for helping out with that. This could not have been done without you guys. And all the other various volunteers that came to take the baskets to the car those pictures is, the staff putting the baskets together for us. Those are all the turkeys in that nice big freezer that Mr. Cradle got for the town. And that last picture is us delivering some of the packages to the, residents who could not come pick them up. All right? Your mayor has been busy. On last Thursday, myself, not pictured, vice chair, huh?
There's not
Oh, you're not in there.
But we all attended the PGCMA holiday party. I did get an opportunity to talk to, county council member Shayla Adams, where she, talked about, some new economic development that might be coming to the town's way, and she also talked about that $50,000 has been approved so we can start utilizing that fund for the Good R grocery store. Keep strolling, that's just a picture of us. See your mayor out there stunting. All right, and then December 13th, we did the coat drive here, which was a great event. I only, put a few pictures up here. I don't know where you were, oh, that's right. You see that beautiful background? That was, our Councilwoman St. John. She does the best job at making sure our holiday parties are decorated very nicely. That first picture is the staff and our new lieutenant with our Santa. I want to personally thank Santa for showing up. I know he was busy, but he came in, he showed up, he stayed for the duration. That's some of our kids in the community. The bottom pictures is my neighbor, they came out. Keep going down. Your mayor has been busy. Last weekend was super busy. So after that event, on the 14th, I went and served over at the women's shelter. I served them breakfast. I partnered, well, I didn't do any much, I just served, but the lodge actually fed them and passed out gifts. I would love the town to get involved in that in some kind of way, but I went and served there. They wanted me there at 6:30. I got there at 8.
You got there though.
I got there. Yeah, 6:30 was too early. Keep scrolling, but they had Santa dress up. Santa showed up there too. Santa's all over the place.
I tell you.
The kids really had a good time. And then on the 14th, later that morning, we do our food distribution first and second Sunday. That is my volunteers. We are small in number, but we are mighty. So if anybody wants to help, come out, serve. First and second Sunday, we're usually there at 11. We're out by 1, you know, because we got to get ready for some football. But those are some of my volunteers there. And keep going down. And then, I know Mr. Rumi talked about this, but we did attend that Blue Line Corridor launch in October. It was a great networking opportunity. Oh, man, it was a lot of important people there. I did speak with, Brian Franklin, is that his name?
Yes.
And, Ms. Renita from the CDC, and we're gonna meet, after the new year to talk about some potential economic development within the town. And again, as your mayor, I look forward to serving this community. Anything that you want to invite me to, if it's within my schedule, I will try my best to get there. Does anybody have any questions? Just know your mayor is out there networking hard for this town. Thank you. That concludes my report. Vice Chair. St. John?
Good evening, everyone online and in the crowd. I'll be giving my report since the last time we met till now. I have made a couple adjustments in here, but basically, this month included a lot of collaborative planning and community event preparations. So kicking us off with December the 6th, I did host our 90th anniversary meeting. While very low in attendance, I did coordinate the program flow and kind of ensure successful recognition of the council's legacy with Mr. Morris. He told me about a lot of just kind of old history going back to his family members and all of the information that he had. And so what he is working to do alongside his wife is come up with a nice kind of little pamphlet with great facts that kind of highlight some of the people that lived in this town. I definitely don't want to misquote him, but I know the niece or granddaughter of Booker T. Washington was like a neighbor and did some awesome things. Just to name one of the things that he had mentioned, his brother, who had more information from him, he's also going to partner with him to get us a lot of data that we can be able to share, and then see if his wife could possibly create a book that Ms. Saromi we can add to these nice cases out here after we share that at the 90th anniversary. Basically, just kind of engaging in discussions about the future priorities, how we want to be able to highlight these things in the future. And then again, it was low attendance, so we weren't able to go through the full agenda of delegating. But what we did come out of that meeting was, once we come out through the holiday year and we get into 2026, we're going to start doing 2 meetings a month as we get closer to May, so we can start making executions and start going over the sponsorship proposals that we have to help raise money for us to be able to pull off this event. Next was our JPC coalition meeting with the 20743. That took place on December 10th. The main focus of this meeting was to do our community activations. And basically what that means is, what is our first big priority for us as a tri-municipal that we want to tackle. It was determined that we wanted to do an interest in a shared grocery store. Now, while I know that the town of Fairmount Heights is already trying to partner to do the Gooded store in location, we're still working out those logistics and details. For the 20743 coalition, what we're looking towards doing is being able to get something that is sustainable, for one, to continue going on, and then something that could potentially be self-accessible to residents. And kind of what does that look like? So a great location that would fit for all 3 municipalities. Talks of basically having a setup where the food distributors can drop off without somebody having to be present. How can we do some kind of locked access where they can come, drop off the food, and then it's already there and it doesn't require a lot of work. And then lastly, just kind of making sure that we look at all the factors. What does that look like? How do you be able to shop at this grocery store? How many times can you shop at the grocery store? Kind of some of the similar things that we're learning already from the Goodard store, but again, to share across all 3 municipalities. We also communicated on our expected response, just relaying back each municipality if there were any feedback, any concerns for the approval of the bylaws and the budget. And so our next meeting is actually scheduled for December the 18th, which is tomorrow, which I do have some conflicts, so I will not be in attendance. I'm not sure if you can attend, but yeah, I'll be helping with our staff meeting and then my funeral arrangements that I gotta go through. So next steps basically for that with the JPC is just basically continuing to explore models for the shared grocery store. So again, same kind of stuff, looking at like what are good locations, if anyone knows of vacant properties within our municipalities that would be a good fit. And then again, something that's sustainable that we can have for a long time. Next was the coat and toy drive on December the 13th. The mayor already kind of went into the details of that. While I was not able to attend the actual event, I definitely was present for all the setup and logistics to make sure that everything was set up once everyone got there. So just making sure there was a smooth organization and community participation across everyone. Want to thank Barnhart for her support, Rakeisha for bringing this event back, the Scherf Road Church. They did also make coat and toy donations. Public Works, of course, for coming out on a Saturday to help us and help me get everything set up. The mayor for making her treats, our councilwoman for doing our candy apples. So we definitely had lots of treats, cupcakes. Chief stamped the cupcakes and said the cupcakes were awesome. So we had lots of treats for people to come in. We also were able to contribute some book bags. There were some gently used items, but lots of coats and toys. And what started off as a kind of slow event at the beginning definitely ended up with everyone coming through and being able to get coats and toys and book bags. I thought you was about to say something. And then the tree lighting ceremony, so something still to come that has not happened yet, but what I've basically been working on. We did have our Christmas trees planted. If I have it right there, Virginia red cedar trees. Yes. So we have the one right outside our doors, and then we have the one in the circle. So they have been planted. We got those planted, I believe, on December the 5th, despite the cold, crazy weather that we were having, and they look beautiful. So basically just leading the setup and planning for this upcoming event, and it will be December 21st for anyone that did not get the memo that it was rescheduled. We'll be doing that from 3 to 5 p.m. Yes, 3 to 5 p.m. We'll have hot cocoa, we'll have all types of little paints and decor that you guys can make your personal Christmas tree ornaments, and then we'll be doing the lighting pretty much promptly at 5 p.m. Assuming that I might have to stall if it's not dark. I think it should be dark by 5, but we want to have it a little dark and dim, so when we light it up, it'll look nice. And then finally, I also attended the PGCMA holiday legislative session, as Mayor's already mentioned. So there I'll just kind of highlight, like she said, kind of lots of networking opportunities that we like to put ourselves in that position to be in those rooms. They had several legislative priorities for the upcoming year, focusing on 4 key areas, which was basically the quality of life for all our Prince Georgians. The priorities included basically investments in healthcare infrastructure, climate resilience, stormwater management, and then public safety. So there was kind of a representative that kind of came up and gave us a little bit of information on what they're working on, how they can help us, and how we can get more information if needed for all of those different areas. And I say it lastly, y'all saw me in the picture. I attended one of our 2 Sunday food giveaways this month. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Don't forget, the tree lighting, if you could come, please come. Even if you just come for the lighting of the tree, not make an ornament, but please try to stop by. It's gonna be a nice event. All right, Councilwoman Wade?
Good evening, everyone. I would not repeat everything. I have been in attendance with the mayor and Councilmember St. John and all of the things that have been mentioned, all the different venues and events that you see the pictures of us. But the most exciting part about my report is the mayor calling me and asking me for candy apples, and I end up in her kitchen with all this stuff to do. And I say that because I want you to know that we're doing all these things, but we are putting it's personal. You know, we are in our kitchen, and you know, everything we don't always submit to the budget, the treasurer, for some of the things we pour our heart into. So as she mentioned, we're attending these events, and we're collaborating and, you know, talking to people and representing all of the above. So for me, I'm gonna cut mine real short because I was just reiterating the same thing. I did mention the candy apples.
Oh, wait, let me show you mine.
They're over here with the drop-off and commitment for a whole box of more than 24 to be made, only to get him find out that it's been canceled.
We can still eat them for tomorrow.
And you will. But more importantly, Madam Mayor, I think
This one is mine.
The citizens don't see him.
Oh,
I have been working on a follow-up, so I don't have a written report. I gave a written report last month, but I did go through the participant responses that we had on the Care for Seniors event that we had. I thank all participants and those vendors that did come again. But what I did was I started pull together their concerns and the follow-up for programming that they would like to see. And so as to highlight some of the things the community needs that were identified were relief of caregiving burnout and stress, improve access to transportation and mobility options, increase food security, and nutrition support. And I want to push pause right there because we do the food distribution and kind of have us think through the food distribution and how we tie that in with food security. I guess it's the same thing. But the nutrition part would be different. Grievance, navigation, benefits, finance, and legal matters, and that was a big one. Legal support, safe public safety, affordable home repairs, to support aging in place, and inclusive access to economic and workforce opportunities. Pretty much that kind of sums it up. And I'll stop right there because we have the other resolution on the list.
Okay.
That concludes my verbal report.
Thank you. Remember, we would like to have those reports in writing. All right, so let's move down the agenda. Under unfinished business, public safety signage for impaired citizens. Councilwoman Waiters?
This is a draft of the resolution. I don't know whether we're reading it in public record or not, but it is a draft. I did see one, need for correction in this, on the first page. Down towards the bottom where it says, now therefore, down toward the bottom, number 6, where it says the program shall be subject to review and renewal by, it says council, it should say mayor and council.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna read that in the public record.
Who's gonna do it?
Ms. Walker, our resolution.
You have it?
She got it in your hand.
Thank you. And so before Ms. Walker reads it, I will say that there are other attachments to it where we're allowing citizens to come and partake and have input on some of the things as the application process as well as approval.
Right, Town of Fairmount Heights, Resolution 04-25. A resolution of the Mayor and Council of the Town of Fairmount Heights, Maryland, authorizing the installation of ADA-compliant community awareness signs for residents with disabilities, including physical, visual, and autism-related needs, and establishing a policy for community participation and cost allocation. Introduced by Councilmember Waiters. Whereas the Town of Fairmount Heights is committed to fostering a safe, inclusive, and accessible environment for all residents, including individuals with disabilities. And whereas community awareness signage improves public safety, promotes understanding, and aligns with the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, by reducing barriers and ensuring equitable access and inclusion. And whereas the Mayor and Council desire to implement an ADA-compliant community awareness signage program to identify and support households where residents may benefit from specialized signage such as autistic child area, visually impaired resident, disabled resident crossing, deaf, hard of hearing area, slow, children at play, ADA format. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Town of Fairmount Heights that 1, the town shall authorize the Department of Public Works, DPW, or designated contractor to install approved ADA-compliant awareness signs upon validated request and approval. 2, households requesting signage must complete the community awareness sign application and engagement form attached. 3, all signs must comply with Federal Highway Administration, FHWA, and ADA standards, including height, color contrast, font size, and reflective material. 5, the town shall consider costs within the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget under the to-be-determined line item or department. 5, the town shall review applications annually, prioritizing safe, sensitive locations, school zones, crosswalks, residential intersections. The program shall be subject to review and renewal by council every 2 fiscal years.
Mayor and council.
I want to get to that. Bottom of it says, a resolution of the Mayor and Council of the Town of Fairmount Heights, Maryland, authorizing installation of ADA-compliant community awareness signs for residents with disabilities, including physical, visual, and autism-related needs, and establishing a policy for community participation and cost allocation. Page 2. Be it further resolved, the Mayor and Council direct the town administrator and the treasurer to develop a budget estimate for sign production, installation, and maintenance, engage community members and disability advocates for input, publish guidelines for household eligibility and street level coordination, approve this blank day of December blank, roll call vote, yay, nay, abstain, Mayor Stewart? Pete? Want me to actually do the call for you?
Yes.
Mayor Stewart?
Yay.
Oh, wait, right now.
Cause you can finalize it, we'll sign it later.
P. Waiters?
Yes.
G. Oscar? S. St. John?
So I know we missed work session, but can I make one point of discussion on this before giving my year and
Yes.
I just wanna go up to where it gives the date of the fiscal year. So does that mean that every year we would have to reintroduce this resolution since the budget years will change? And I missed that at work session.
So you would have to, no, so it says the town shall consider costs within this fiscal, what they're saying is you will consider the cost in this fiscal year 2026. That's the
Okay,
cost of the
just in
sign.
general, I got you,
And then
okay.
every year thereafter, we would need to factor into the budget the cost if we need to replace signs or add new signs.
Understood. All right, I get, yay.
Okay. S. Downing. Attest, Town of Fairmount Heights, Maryland, by Mayor. I hereby certify as the town clerk of the Town of Fairmount Heights, Maryland, that on the blank day of blank with blank yea votes and blank no votes, the aforesaid resolution passed, town clerk. I will note that this is read into record with one correction. Number 6 on page 1, the program shall be subject to review and renewal by mayor and council every 2 fiscal years.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So then we wait till the.
That's good. Good.
Yeah.
You'll get a final copy so we can sign.
Thank you.
All right. Excuse me.
All right, next agenda item is a 20743 coalition approvals.
Okay, and I am guessing, I was gonna ask, but we just did this, so I feel like my answer is yes. We are the majority, but we do also make up the quorum of 3 or 5. Okay, so then, for this agenda item, I just would like to go ahead and get our, approvals as a yes to submit the okay for the bylaws and the budget. Do I need to say that in any special formal way?
Well, we need to know a
For
dollar
our
amount, right?
consensus?
We need a dollar amount.
Oh, it is, let me pull it up. I mean, well, we know it's the 1%, the 0.1%, but we need to know what that dollar amount is.
So are we making any changes to that, or you just?
No, that, the budget was just to show like where the line items are going, what the first priorities are, for spending and everything.
Okay.
But I can read that into record of what that is, 1 second.
Do you know what the dollar amount is? It was like 1,000 something?
Yes.
I don't remember the exact, wait a minute, I might have it here, hold on.
All right, well, see who get faster. So we have, I mean, we kind of do sort of. I mean, well, so the okay is for us to move forward to give this to the lawyer. So the next step from this is giving everything to our lawyers to then get everything finalized. So then that next document will come
So
through.
we don't need a vote.
So it's,
So we're okay on that?
okay, so then, the budget that's been approved for 20743 coalition for 2026 is $1,150.77. If what you all need to do, right, if what you need from the mayor and council is to approve the bylaws, unless you're gonna do an itemized budget, an itemized use for this budget,
Mhm.
you just need the bylaws approved.
Yeah, so that's what the budget is. So the budget is basically the kind of the breakdown outline, and I can send that to you too, again, Susan, so you can just kind of see it. But it was sent to mayor and council, but basically looking overall at the revenue and expenses, and then the line items that each municipal contribution, and then the expenses for what we first want to look at.
Okay. So then you just need them to approve the bylaws, because the budget part's already been approved. Is that what you're saying for tonight?
Yeah, as far as the dollar amount, yes.
We can't-
I just wanna make sure I'm being specific on clarifying that.
But we can't approve it without our attorney review, right?
Mhm.
Has it
Why don't you
already?
why don't you read into record as a draft, or you can just, you all can agree that that draft is ready to go on if you've reviewed it to the attorney for legal sufficiency.
Mhm.
And then when it comes back, you all review it again and then read it in.
Yes, that's exactly the plan. So at this point, this is basically saying, we like what we see. We agree that this is what we want to submit as our budget. We agree that this is what we want in our bylaws. And once we've agreed that, it's going to the lawyer. He'll make any changes. If any changes need to be made, from there, that resolution comes out of that for that to officially be signed as our bylaws, and then as the budget.
All right, so it's not a vote, it's just a consensus.
Okay?
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So you got the consensus?
All right.
Okay, all right,
And you can let them know tomorrow.
Okay.
all right. I don't know why I take my glasses off. All right, Christmas tree lighting ceremony?
So literally just went through that in the report. I guess we could have amended that. There is no other discussion on that.
All right, thank you. We don't have anything under new business. Now we open it up to public comment. Is there anyone in the room that would like to get up and say anything?
I just wanted to say,
You know you gotta come over here. You know the rules.
oh, my.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah. I just wanted to compliment everyone on the work that's been done. You know, the numbers are so few. I think the last time that I was at the meeting, which was probably in January, I said the same thing. You know, we have such small numbers, but in spite of everything, I've really been impressed by what's been happening. I was down at the library to help Councilmember Waiters and Mayor, and Councilmember St. John, I think, came down also. But, you know, it's so important for us to keep these projects going. And I think it's a great idea what's been happening with the food giveaways, because you've been so dutiful about doing it every week. I just look out of my door and see you down here doing things,
Every Sunday.
being consistent with it, you know, trying to do something for Halloween, trying to do something for the coat drive, all these little projects that are hard to pull off with a minimal amount of people. But you all have been doing it, and I commend you for that. I really do, because somebody's got to do it. Because for one thing, we have to keep this legacy of this historic town going, because of the fact that we were one of the first people out there. You know, like they say, they dispute as to whether we were the first historic or the second or the third. But anyway, we're in the number. And our names have been written in the history books. We want to keep it there and keep it positive. So I have volunteered to start working with the CDC so that we can try to make a reality out of the Main Street project.
Yes.
That's something that we have worked on, that Main Street project, for so long, and it never came to fruition because there was always one issue or the other. I think some of our issues are going to be eliminated soon.
Very soon.
So I think from there, we'll be able to move forward. So I just, everyone that's here, please, council members and mayor, please, when the CDC comes and says we have this proposal, you know you got a good working group there. Let's just go in and hook in with them and make it happen.
Yes.
Make it happen. We got to go down in history like this there. I might not be in the tube that goes down for the 50 years or for whatever, but look at all this time that's been invested here in this town. And in order to make, we're historic. And regardless of who in the White House wants to take that away from us, they can never take it away from us. We are the Black historic town, Fairmount Heights, and that will never change. Yes. So I just wanted to say that because that was in my heart. But I wanted to express that sincerity and that desire to work with the CDC concerning creating that Main Street so we live on forever.
Yes.
People will never forget about Fairmount Heights.
They won't.
And I mean, regardless of whether it's been good or been bad, because it's been a lot of bad that's been going on, and we know this. But we're on a path to keep it positive and run on out through history.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
We appreciate
okay.
Ma'am? You have to come on. sorry, I made Mayor come up, you gotta come
Oh,
up.
okay. Good evening, everyone.
Just state your name and what street you live on.
My name is Cheryl Wallace, and I am on the 59th block, okay? 59th Street.
You submitted your thing today, Ms.
It was
Wallace?
sent in like maybe a few days ago.
Nice.
Okay.
So, I was originally born and raised in Fairmount Heights,
Uh-huh.
so historic Fairmount Heights, okay? And I am a graduate of Fairmount Heights High School, so I am an alumni, but I retired from Chapel Oaks Fire Department, but just over here on the left side of Sheriff Road. I just wanted to be part of your team and help you all grow, and to be able to bring in knowledge of wealth, okay? And I heard some good things about the department. I happened to be on the website one day and there was a flyer, and I said, hey, maybe I'll give it a chance, explore a little bit. But I have served as an elections judge for years. I served as a chief judge for years. So I retired as a firefighter after 24 years of service.
So, Ms. Wallace, we got your intent letter today. I glanced over it, but I haven't really had an opportunity to read it.
Okay.
So there is a process, so after the council will discuss it at our pre-work session.
Okay.
And then we'll give you a call, because we do a interview process.
Okay, so I am a native of Fairmount Heights, born and raised, so, I have a sister who lives right behind you all, right across the street. And my grandfather had a house right across here on Anderson Road, which is, that house is gone now, there's 2 other houses on that property.
And you physically live in town?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
so I'm in and out.
In and
To my- 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
working.
was gonna ask, what she knows.
Okay,
I
all right.
do work.
So we will, reach back out to you next week,
Okay,
okay?
all right, thank you.
You sure next
Nice
Well, I'm
meeting
sorry,
everyone.
It
I'm
should
sorry,
be probably after the
first week of January.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right.
All right.
'Cause we
Nice
have the
meeting
holiday
everybody.
coming
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Don't leave just yet. I would like to discuss one thing with you after the meeting. If you can
Okay.
give me a few minutes.
All right.
Are you related to the large Wallace family from this community? Maybe you know what I'm talking about?
No, not
Right
the
here,
same Wallace.
yes. I'm related to them by marriage, their brother.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I have a sister who lives across here also, and I think she's 906, right across behind you all.
Okay. All right, let's talk.
Okay.
Okay. All right, online, is there anyone that would like, to speak for public comment?
I would.
Please state your
Hi,
name.
Mayor and Council.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Bye.
How are you? Please state your name.
Ray.
Oh, Ray, well, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Move, hold on, let me get the thought out the way. I would like to thank you all for Saturday's event, the Coke and Toy Drive. I'd like to thank the Fairmount Heights Lodge, who came out and supported and donated their toys. Former Chief Stanford Moore. Thank you, Chief Washington. We had like 10 boxes of him that was full of toys. Thank you so much. The Public Works Department for helping set up and break down. Mayor and Council, especially the Mayor and former Mayor. Waiters for helping out with all the snacks that we had, giving out candy apples and cupcakes and the rest of the little goodies that we had. And thank you, Vice Chair, for the setup. And also Chief Washington again for being Santa Claus.
What? No, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Santa was here. I didn't see Chief Washington at all.
I didn't have that, but he gonna get the plenty of food.
You stole Santa's suit, oh my God.
Thank y'all so much. Now, I did promise y'all every year I will host this event, and I will continue on hosting this event for our town.
Thank you, appreciate you. We love you, former Vice
Love you
Chair.
too.
All right, is there anybody else online?
Yeah, okay.
It's been addressed.
Ms. Capers, did you wanna?
She asked a question, it was.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hey, Ms. Capers.
I just want to say thank you, Mayor Martin, for putting us up. And thank you all for receiving us. That's my passion. She mentioned it. And so I just wanted to say to the person who just came up that I would like for her to join us, Ms. Wallace. Let Ms. Wallace know that we would love to have her join us because it's going to take more than just 2 people to put all of this together. It's going to take quite a few of us along with the council. So I'm looking forward to some good things for 2026.
Thanks, Ms.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Capers, and we wanna meet with you in the CDC after the first of the year, so we can start the process.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Capers. Is there anybody else online? Oh, go ahead. Does she have something else? All right, is there anybody else online that would like to participate during public comment? All right, do we have any announcements?
So only to reiterate what was stated already, but our ribbon cutting ceremony, you guys can check out this flyer for more information on the website, through social media, on the doors, of course. But the ribbon cutting ceremony, and this is for the Pocket Park, dedication, that is going to be Thursday, January the 15th now, and that time frame is from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, right at the Net Zero Energy Home, 715 60th Place. And then again, our Christmas tree lighting ceremony, can't stress that enough. On the 21st, come out, get hot chocolate, make an ornament, put it on the tree, watch us light the lights. This Sunday, the 21st, from 3 to 5 p.m. And those are all the announcements.
Okay. If there are no other announcements, I'll accept a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Can I get a second?
Second, happy
Oh,
holidays.
yeah, happy holidays,
Merry
everyone.
holidays.
Enjoy your holidays, be safe. That concludes our meeting. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't say all in favor? Aye. Thank you, everyone.
I see they're gonna need hold this watch.
Recording stopped.
Oh, I know. Like I said, you put 5999 K Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you live in a town?
Cause see, I'm going to
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Do some good things here.